Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Vintage Cube. Heading in once more. Let's see what we've got. No power, looks like. Mana Leak might actually be the pick. It's not the most impressive pack. Mind Twist always looks exciting, but I think unless you have Mana Acceleration, that card's not all that good. And really just a pretty weak pack overall. I mean, Through the Reach is fun. Do some cool stuff with it. Headliner Scarlet, good aggressive card. But I think Mana Leak. The rare card at the bottom here, but well, it's actually a common, but you rarely pick the card from the bottom. Yeah, I think that just makes the most sense. All right. Unexciting first pick, but what can you do? All right, so we have a couple of options to follow up. The most kind of obvious to me is the Remand. It's just, another good 2-mana interactive spell. I think Embercool and Ancient Tomb are both reasonable choices as well. Embercool is just a really powerful combo piece for a lot of things like that for the breach that we just saw. Not unreasonable for that to wheel. Could get a Nexus of Becoming back as well. Can make a 3/3 Emmer cool. That's kind of fun. And Ancient Tomb's great, of course, but I'm just gonna take Remand. It keeps us the most open, and it's a really fantastic card, so it's kind of hard to say no to that one. All right, another less than stellar pack. I think Hallowed Fountain here. This is a decent start to some kind of white-blue controlling deck, and mana's really useful. Otherwise, we have like Malcolm, which plays nicely with counterspells, where you can keep up counterspell and then play a Malcolm if you don't need to counter. Baleful Strix, just a really solid card. 3 Steps Ahead is like a much worse counter because it costs 3 mana, but it does have the other modes, of course, that are a little bit helpful. Then Wandering Emperor is a pretty decent little card as well, but I'm just going to take the land. The lands are good. All right, now we have Preordain versus a Fetch. And I think I'm going to side with the land once again, although I do like Preordain. I think it's the strongest cantrip in the cube for sure. Maybe except for Gitaxian Probe, but that one is strong for other reasons, right? But yeah, Preordain digs you pretty deep for just the 1 mana, but I think, again, I like having good mana, and we're almost locked in to be blue, so having a blue fetch, and it can already get this Hallowed Fountain if we do end up on that sort of path. Packs have been not great, though, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, we could take this random green thing that makes another thing. We could take a Fallen Shinobi, not currently very good. Obviously, we have no creatures, but we could easily make a deck where it's good. Long Goodbye is solid, but not, like, amazing. Mishra's Desk, not really a combo with counters. And Dreadhorde Arcanist, we didn't pick up the Preordain, so it doesn't really work with these. I think I'm going to take the Fallen Shinobi. This card at least has the chance to be pretty high impact. And it's not unreasonable for either the Malcolm or Strix to wheel out of that 1 pack, and that would be obviously a good combo here. Interesting. I could take Natural Order here. And I hate this Natural Order. I really wish they used a different one, but that aside, I think this is just a really broken card. You do need a pretty specific deck to make it work, and we're not there yet. But the fact that we're getting this late of a Natural Order, and there was an okay green card in the last pack, kind of implies that this could be open. Third Path Iconoclast could also be great. It's a good little value card with these various counters. I'm gonna go for broke here, take Natural Order. There's a reasonably high chance we don't end up playing it because the deck doesn't get there, but if it does, it's just one of the best cards in your deck, so I think that's a worthwhile kind of gamble there. Alright, so we could take the Lighted Halfling here. It's an okay Accelerant. If you have some Legends, it's obviously really good. Otherwise, it taps for colorless, which is less exciting, but looks like red might be somewhat open as well, like Unholy Heat is pretty good. Really care about Lazav. Since we just picked Natural Order, let's take the Halfling. It's a solid little card, and it might end up being what we want. Okay, now I'll probably take a Braid, and we might end up in some sort of Temur deck. We'll see. But a Braid's just way better than the other cards in this pack, I think. Alright, there's Hard Evans that came back. That's a pretty solid little card. Smuggler Surprise. It's like a 3-mana kind of draw 2. Does some other weird things. What does Gitrog do? Kind of interesting. I think I'll just take Hard Evidence, but not 100% sure about that one. Okay, so green-red land with some black, which we might want for this Shinobi. It's fetchable by Delta. Yeah, that feels, I think, better than Firebolt. Go for it. Either the 3 steps ahead came back, or we could take Nature's Claim as a nice little piece of interaction. There's also Pyrokinesis, actually. How much red are we going to end up getting is the question. Yeah, I'll actually take the Pyrokinesis. It's not great yet, but hear me out. It could be. Alright, I'll take Kinnan now. I can sack it to natural order. I can do cool stuff with it some amount of time. And Escape to the Wilds is a good little card draw spell. And I'll take a Mutagenic Growth for the board. Good to counter burn spells, basically. Okay, so we're looking at like a 3 to 4 color deck here. I don't think this guy's going to get there. Alright, Ragavan is not bad. Neither is Oko. Those are definitely 2 cards I'm picking between here. I think Oko's better. Ragavan is better if you get it exactly on turn 1. The card can just win the game on its own, but once it gets even to turn 2 or 3, it can often get blanked by just random ground creatures, whereas Oko's good almost any time. The Shoba Brawler would actually be a decent wheel. Looks like we're going to be a pretty decent domain deck here. So yeah, let's take Oko. See where this goes. We have this Kinnan to keep in mind for potential combos. Alright, this is probably a Broadside Bombardiers. This card's just messed up. Otherwise, Mystic Confluence is pretty good. The Green Sun's not looking too good here. Sahili is like whatever. Yeah, I'll just take the Broadside here. And I think, yeah, I think we are looking to be Teamer for the most part. Still not sure about this natural order. It's looking medium so far. We have 2 things on the bottom end and nothing on the top end. Oh, well, we're going to pick up a Hex Drinker here, I think. Is that or Miscalc? Not really much that we can do with a Tali at the moment, so I don't think that would make sense. Miscalc's pretty good. We already have 2 decent little counters, and I do think Hex Drinker is a pretty strong card. True Name could also be good. True Name Fallen Shinobi's kind of a sick combo. But I do like the 1-drop. I do like that it's green for natural order. Let me grab it. Definitely close there. Do still need more fixing. Obviously, we have a Hollow Fountain that doesn't actually do anything, so we really just have the Delta and the Proving Ground, which are good, but not enough. Okay, there's the Crater Hoof. I'm probably taking it. There's nothing incredible in this pack otherwise. I mean, there's Demonic Tutor, which would be nice, but I think having a target for natural order is pretty nice, and Crater Hoof is one of the good ones. It's obviously not great in every situation, but it's good in many of them. This is a weird deck so far, but I don't hate it. If I end up having the mana for this Shinobi, it should be pretty good, I think. It looks like I'm gonna have some random creatures. Broadside Bombardiers plus Fallen Shinobi is kind of sick. You can even activate the Boast ability and then flip in the Shinobi. Oh, nice. Alright. So we're looking for fixing and we're looking for natural order on both ends, basically. And to that end, I might take one of these elves or a Lotus Cobra, maybe. I do really like Sylvan as well. It's a strong card. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. We get 3 cards back. What are the chances one of these elves comes back? Not 0. There's Lotus Cobra and both elves. I think there's a decent chance one of them comes back. I think the library here. I just really like that card. Ooh, okay, here we'll take Vista. I did mention I need more fixing, and this is really excellent fixing. Missing out on not a whole lot. Terrace Sunders, like, okay. Ornery Tumblewag is whatever. Loran, if I could play it. Phantasmal Image will actually be decent in this deck, I think, but I'm very happy to take a Vista here. Alright, now we have Inti, which is great. Flame Tongue's pretty good. Gruff Triplets is a potential natural order target, but I don't think it's really a strong enough one. This doesn't look like a Sail to the West deck all that much, so I think I'll just take Inti. I don't have any like combos with it really, but it's just a really strong card, so happy to have that. Who knows, maybe it'll be aggressive enough for Mugena Growth to just get in there. Nobody expects the combat trick in Cube, I can tell you that much. Alright, we got a Steam Vents. I probably have... Oh, there's a Taiga also. Yeah, I probably have to take one of the lands. Thorson's another kind of mediocre natural order target that I would play, but not psyched about. I already have a green-red land. It is tapped, admittedly, but I think I'd rather have a different color combination, even though it is a painful one. So, let's grab the Steam Vents here. Plus, that's fetchable by Delta, and Taiga isn't, so that's a good tiebreaker as well. Okay, now I can take Commercial District, probably. Although the Neshoba Brawler is good, too. How much do I care about Neshoba Brawler? It's kind of nice. I care about this. District. It's another tap land. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to take the Brawler. Let's go for it. Let's try to get the domain deck firing here. Excuse me. Don't care about regrowth. Green Suns is not bad. Might take that one. Slick Show Off doesn't look amazing in this deck. I don't see any reason to have Saheeli. I don't know if I'll play the Green Suns either, but it could get there. If I can generate enough mana, I can get a Crater Hoof, and otherwise it gets some cheap stuff. Thicket, there's Shadow Spear. I don't know, I guess it's okay in some matchups. I think Revoker. I've kind of liked Revoker, to be honest. It's like kind of dorky, but it often stops a thing you need stopped. That's a late Ackle-Packle. I've had this card a few times in my artifact deck. It's been really good. It's not for us, unfortunately, so I don't think I'm going to take it. I might take Orcish Lumberjack. I don't think I'm reservoiring. Yeah, I don't think I'll play the Lumberjack, but wow. I was wondering if one of these cards would wheel 3 of them wheeled. I think I'm going to take Llanowar Elves here over the Cobra. I just like the 1-drop accelerants a lot. Okay, so green's just really open. I'm not really doing anything with that. I'll take this. I don't know that I'll play it, though. So it's 2 mana 2/2, but at the beginning of combat you put, so it's effectively, or a 3 mana 3/3. And then when it attacks, if you saddled it, you do some stuff. I mean, it's okay. Alright, well, we're obviously taking Mox here. Missing on the Force of Will, though our blue count's kind of low for it anyway. And not a ton else. We might wheel the Catcher Triumph, that would be really nice. Yeah, I'll probably wheel a land at least between those two. Chain Lightning would also be decent pickup. Courser, not looking incredible, but obviously not the worst. But yeah, I'll just take the Mox Ruby here and be quite happy with that. It's still not 100% clear what this deck is trying to accomplish, but That's okay, I guess. Goblin Rabble Master is interesting. Generous End can fetch Proving Ground only right now. Not the most exciting thing in the world. This is whatever. I think I'll just take the Rabble Master. I have two one-drop accelerants, so having a couple good threes to ramp into is not bad. Try to wield the Generous End or the Mind Collapse, maybe. Maybe the Nissa. Green seems extremely open, so... I don't think I want to Eureka all that much. There's a Thundering Falls, but I don't really care about the tap land all that much. This thing's a 2/2 that rewards you for committing crimes. We're not committing all that many crimes. There's Oliphant. Now, Oliphant's a bit more interesting. That can get Steam Vents or the Proving Ground. And it's reasonably castable. There's Arwen if I wanted to splash that, but my white fixing's eh. I guess there's also Jace. There's not anything great to flash back with Jace in this deck, though. I think I'll just take the Oliphant. It's like kind of a freebie because it counts as a land, and this deck can definitely sometimes cast a random 6-drop. Okay. So we have Magda and Theming Skydiver, some reasonable creature options. We have a City of Traders, which is interesting. Not really looking like Internal Witness deck all that much. Our curve's overall pretty low, so I don't think it's the City of Traders. I don't think it's Overgrown Tomb either, though that would be nice to wheel. We already have an Abrade, so I don't care about the Skydiver as much. I think I'll just take Magda. There's another little beater here. Ooh. Bolt and Hierarch are both awesome. So is Fiery Confluence. I think I want another piece of interaction, though having another one-drop Accelerant would be really sick. But given that all three wheeled last time, it's not inconceivable this wheels. So I'm just going to take the Bolt here. We'll definitely be doing some cutting here. I don't think the Natural Order really made it unless I find a really good late target. I don't think just Crater Hoof is good enough. The Kinnan probably isn't good enough either. We have a couple of accelerants that it combos with, but eh. Probably end up cutting that, the Crater Hoof, the Natural Order. There's a Gut. That's pretty nice. Super late Tinker. We can't really use it. Stomping Ground would be awesome, but let's see. Ranger class is pretty bad. I mean, it's hard for me to pass up Gut if we're trying to be a slightly more aggressive deck, so... The Gut. Mana Confluence is interesting. Snapcaster is not bad, actually. We have 2 decent counters, 2 decent burn spells, and a Hard Evidence, I guess. So we'll see if we end up playing that one. I don't think Eidetic Memory is very good. We don't have a ton of card draw. Though it is kind of a sick combo with Sylvan Library, I will say that. Of course, Mana Confluence. I'm kind of hoping I'll wheel a few lands. Is Carnage Interpreter good? Spread your hand, do some stuff. I think the Snapcaster, we'll see where we end up exactly. Alright, and now I might take Burst Lightning, and Datha Triumph's not doing a whole lot for me. I don't think Snap's doing a lot. Reason take Tameo. Yeah, let's just take another burn spell here. None of the stuff I wanted out of this pack wheeled. That's unfortunate. Yeah, none of this really does anything. I mean, I'll take the Courser, I guess, but I don't expect to play it. Like, I do want to play this Shinobi, so I think I'm going to try to make that happen. Really hoping a few lands wheel for me. And we'll try to make something happen here. It's just kind of an aggro deck with a little bit of backup with the counter spells and the burn. I would love to trade one of these burn spells for a counter spell. I think that would be sick, but that's what it is. Let's see what else comes our way. Yeah, the mutagenic growth might get in there. I'm going to definitely think about it. Okay, Mind Collapse wield. So did Nissa. I want a Nissa. Think I'd rather have a Mind Collapse. We have other Nissa. We have Arwen. How likely is the mana to work for Arwen? Not incredibly, but not zero. I don't really care about the other Nissa that much, so I'll take Arwen here. Thieving Skydiver versus Tomb. I think I will take Tomb here, because like I said, I want this Shinobi to work. Then we can take Invigorate. Pledge the Bog. No, no. A big trick. Okay, I guess I'll take Ranger class. We'll see if we play it. Okay, last pick Waterlogged Grove, I'll play. This is a weird deck. I'm probably not playing this Arwen. I don't think it's quite good enough. It's an awesome card, but not awesome enough, I don't think. Okay, so let me take these out because these effectively count as lands. And now I'm going to start cutting some of the more obvious cuts. Let's see. I don't want the Kinnan anymore. I don't want the Arwen. Okay, so those are like the most obvious of obvious cuts. So now we have to make... I probably want to play 17 lands, given that one of them's an Oliphant and one of them's in sacked draw card. So I should probably cut 4. Let's group separately. Let's see, you count as a creature. You have a bunch of burn. I think I like having all the burn. Two of them can go upstairs. Two of them are free, and then a braid can pick off artifacts. That's pretty good. We have 2 of these combat tricks. I don't think I need both, so I'll probably cut Invigorate. Maybe I'll cut both, but let's put Mutagenic Growth in the maybe cut pile. Ranger class a creature, I guess. I like all this. Oko's obviously awesome. And I think I like having Escapes the Wilds as a little bit of card draw at the top. I want my 1-drop Accelerants because I have a decent amount of good 3s. I don't want to cut those. I could definitely cut Hard Evidence. It's not doing all that much for me. It's good fodder for Gut, but that's kind of about it. And but we're outside Bombardiers, I guess. So actually, that's kind of good. Let's see. Of my 2-drops, I like Snapcaster. I think it's got a lot of burn to flashback, a couple counters, and even these things are not bad. Inti's awesome. Magda's great. This is great. Phyrexian Revoker could definitely get on the chopping block, as could Ranger class. This is a 2-mana 2/2. Then you have to pay another 2 mana with counters on your creatures when you attack, and then you have to pay 4 mana. Yeah, this doesn't seem all that good. I like all the red 3s. Do I care about Ordinary Tumblewag? It kind of grows, and then you can saddle it to double counters. Doesn't sound all that exciting either. So, I want to cut 3 of these, probably. 3 of these 5. I think I've made enough of an argument for Hard Evidence that I want to keep it. I think I've convinced myself that Ranger class kind of sucks. Revoker can definitely come in out of the board as well. Then we have a Mutagenic Growth or a Ordinary Tumblewag. And I have 12 creatures. Oko doesn't really count as a creature. Hard Evidence sort of does, but not really. Like, not for aggression purposes. I don't know, I kind of want Mutagenic Growth to be good. We'll start the Mutagenic Growth. We'll see. Maybe that's insane, actually. It probably is. Let's just do this, and then we'll bring that in when there's burn or other reasons, or like lots of creature combat. Alright, and then we bring these in. So you don't need the Hallowed Fountain. I think I like everything else. Let's see. We have Vista for 5 colors. Delta's probably every color. Green, black, red, blue. Yeah, it's every color untapped, which is sick. I will still play the Proving Ground, even though it's tapped, because it's 3 colors. We have Water Grove, and then Oliphant is every color. No, Oliphant's just every color, though. A lot of it's tapped, but still. It is effectively a 5-color land. That's kind of nice. So how much black do I have if I don't put in a swamp? I have Delta, I have Oliphant, Overgrown Tomb, Zeoter's Proving Ground, so 4 for a single card. That's probably good enough. I don't really want to play basic swamp if I don't have to. Alright, then green, we're going to need to be pretty heavy. We have a lot of green ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would be good. Red, we have a decent amount of as well. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already. Okay, so 3 would give us 10 red. Okay, and then blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We add 2, that's 7 blue. 7 blue's all right. I might go 1 more blue, 1 less red. I don't know if that's right or not, but it's what I'm going to try. All right, well, here's our deck. It's a little bit different, bit of an aggro strategy, but it's got some interesting elements to it. Let's see how it does. I'll see you in round number 1. All right, here we are on the draw. We do have a 1-lander, but it has an Oliphant, which kind of counts the land. I think this is a keepable hand. We get to go Proving Ground, then we don't draw land, we cycle Oliphant for Steam Vents. And if we draw land, then we're off to the races, so that's pretty good too. Okay. Fallen Shinobi's not a very good draw, I will say that. If we draw any land, we can slam the Sylvan, and that'll be kind of nice. The Raven Spectre, okay. They're attacking instead of sacking their clue. Okay. I'll take 1. Interesting play. Makes me wonder if they need the clue for something, or if that's just kind of a misplay there. Yeah, I think I'd go for Sylvan to make sure I keep drawing lands. Also have the Oliphant to shuffle. Obviously, white-green could easily destroy this, and then I'll be a little bit sad, but I don't think Magda is, like, amazing here. Doesn't really do all that much on this board. Take 2, and it's fine. Ugh, Adeline's pretty gross. Alright. See what we can draw here. Okay, Mind Collapse is okay, I suppose. Yes, always yield. We did draw land. Lighted. Probably have to cast this Mind Collapse at the cost of sacking a mountain, which isn't great. Means I get to play a 3-drop, though. I'll probably play the Tumblewag. Yeah, I think that's the play. Alright, let's put this on top. Let's pay 4. I have to think about exactly how I'm going to do this, because I'm going to have to sack a land. This is, I guess, going to go get my Steam Vents. Yeah, I think that's right. Play this guy. Get a counter placed on it. And I think I just Mind Collapse now. There's not really any reason to wait. I don't think. Let's just kill the Adeline. And hope our 3/3 can hold back the pain a little bit. I don't like their playing a 5-drop here. Oh, they're just sacking the clue? Okay, I like that. Can't really attack me, so alright. That was nice. Interesting. I want to pay more life? Kind of. I guess I can cycle Oliphant. I can't get the Steam Vents anymore, so I'm just gonna get some... I'm getting a basic mountain, so that was kind of free. I think I want the Mox, and I think I want the Bolt. So, put this on top. Let's pay. Let's play a Ruby. Let's cycle this for a mountain. Let's play a mountain. I think I'm just going to bolt their Hierarch. And then keep up Mana Leak. I'm not attacking here. I'll win later, it's fine. Next turn I'll be able to do some stuff. Ooh, Magda can saddle this and make me treasures, that's exciting. Got the Abrade back, alright. Yeah, I just want to keep playing lands. Let's go top, top, play a land. Have any number of other creatures with power 2 or more. Okay, so I can actually go Rabble Master. Oh, but the treasure is so good. No, I should do this because the treasure is just actually insane here. This becomes saddled. Saddle is a sorcery. Okay, let's saddle 2. Thing. Done. Please yield. That's saddled. I'm gonna put a counter on Magda. I don't think I need to worry about this too much. And let's attack. Double the counters on it. Oh, I could have actually Shinobi then and there, but I still want to keep up Mana Leak, I think. Hopefully the single Thraben Inspector's not gonna beat us here. Rome Mox. Okay. They got rid of a Swords to Plowshares? Must have a really nice 7-drop. Oh. I'll pass on Torsten, thanks. Alright, well, we somehow got there. A little bit of a slow start, but it worked out. I'm definitely interested in the combat tricks in this matchup. It looks like there's going to be a bit of creature fighting, so I think both mutagenic growth and invigorate could actually end up being quite nice. Does anything look bad? Basically, all of the creature removal looks amazing. It's gonna be tough to figure out what I want to cut. Maybe escape? Could try cutting a land on the draw. love it, but we'll see if I regret that. Not so far. Okay, I'll keep. Our opponent have a 1-drop. No 1-drop. Alright, very nice. Let's go Steam Vents. To Hard Evidence. Hard Evidence Invigorate's a kind of fun combo because the crab is very inconspicuous. Okay. Do Jite, huh? Alright. That's fine. I mean, they don't seem to have another land. I might just upgrade their Mox. I can always Oko the Jite later. So, that's fine. Another land, but can't do anything, then that's fine. Oliphant's alright. Let's just go Rabble Master here. Start getting in some damage. Alright, that's the match, apparently. Nice and easy. Let's move on to match number 2. Alrighty, here we go. We get to be on the play. Waterlogged Grove, Forest, Brawler, and we have an Oliphant. I mean, it's definitely a keep. Question is exactly how to sequence these things. I guess I just cycle Oliphant turn 1 so I can play a bigger Brawler turn 2, and we'll just not worry about the Hard Evans for now. That way I don't have to worry about the Waterlogged Grove. Yeah, that feels okay. So let's go Forest. We'll cycle the Oliphant. Uh-oh. Inquisition me. Yep, that's fine. They've got options. Will they take the Brawler? They did. Does that make me want to get a different thing with Oliphant? I don't think so. I'd rather still just have Steam Vent so I at least have the option. How many 2s do we have in the deck? Yeah, enough. Bolt, huh? I'll pay 2 life to Hard Evidence, I suppose. It's fine. Okay, they're gonna counter me, I guess. Ooh, Vinty's not actually bad. Alright, well, let's get this thing countered, if this is in fact a counter. Not, that's also fine. Sure. Alright, so we're playing against some kind of control deck. Kind of hard to say still, but they got good, cheap interactive spells. Oh, but they don't have a lot of mana, alright. Ooh, Gut's kind of insane here. Me still lead on Rabble Master because they know about it, but Gut could be kind of insane. They run out of ways to kill my stuff. Okay, snuff out. Kind of figured they would have another removal, that's why I kind of wanted to save the Gut there. To Malcolm. Okay, that's slightly annoying, but the Demonic Tutor. Okay. I sense some reanimation in my future, and I don't like that. can do there. Archon of Cruelty. Yeah, we're definitely getting Archon next turn. I don't think there's much I can do about that. I drew a Delta. Not sure that helps all that much. Is there anything I can do? I can maybe... No, I can't draw... Well, I can draw a card off the Clue token. And try to draw Mana Leak. I think that's about all I can try to do. Which is not really where I want to be at, if I'm honest. I'm gonna pass. I guess I may as well fetch now to play around any weird instant speed things. I'll get an Overgrown Tomb. I don't think my life total's too big of a deal. If they resolve the Archon, we just lose, so... Take my hit, that's fine. Just bolt it in the end step if that's a thing we're allowed to do. Alright, there's the Animate Dead. Let's draw. Snapcaster. That's close to doing something. Alright, so we're playing against Reanimator. I don't love that. That's not a good matchup for us. I don't think there's a ton I can do about it, to be honest. Could maybe cut some of this dinky creature removal, like Pyrokinesis and Mind Collapse. And maybe just bring in more threats, I guess. We bring in, like, Ranger class. And... I mean, Provoker might have something to hit. Pretty weak sauce, but... I guess they had some burn, so I could bring in a trick. Sure, I'll bring in a Mutagenic Growth. See if that does anything. I don't feel good about this matchup. Isn't a whole lot I can do about it. Can this get a green source? Only a tapped one, right? Oh, I can get my Overgrown Tomb. Is that good? Maybe. All right, I'll keep. This thing's probably dead, but what you can do. Yeah. Mock does a decent follow-up. But this just feels like a terrible matchup. They're just going to kill every creature I play and wreck me, I think. Island, attack. Yeah, they let me attack with Magda. Something. Hard evidence. So I could have maybe cut that too, but I think it's good enough for gut purposes. Okay. Trail, I can't do much about. That's fine. Draw. Oh, I should have drawn response. Oh, I'm an idiot. I even put this in the deck for that reason. Oh no. Oh. Okay, what does this do again? Exile top 5, you may play until the end of your next turn. You may play additional land this turn. Uh... Might just do it this way. Might just go Ranger class, level up Ranger class. Attack for 1. Oh yeah, we're really getting there. The 4 on this. You may look at top card, you may cast creature spells. Okay. It's fine, I suppose. These draws, wow. Yeah, let's stack with both. Put the counter on the wolf here. It's taking it. Okay. Let's go mountain escape. Have the counter for this or just some kind of nonsense? All right, what do we have here? Ooh, I can play a Hex Drinker. That's kind of fun. Let's go Forest. Let's go Hex Drinker. Don't know if I'm allowed to Jitsu. No, I'm not. Okay. Fallen Shinobi not like the best hit there, but yeah, there's the Malcolm. Much about that. See if I'm immediately dead. Roxanne, that's not great. Yeah, this deck really can't handle a big thing in play, can it? Yeah, we're just dead to Atraxa. There's just nothing I can do. Really bad matchup for us, which is unfortunate because Reanimator is a good deck and one that you see often, but what are you going to do? It's where we ended up. Well, let's see if we can pull out the 2-1 here. All right, we're on the draw in our final match, and this hand looks pretty good. Well, decent anyway. I'll keep it. Turn 2 Inti or a Braid, and then we... Well, I guess we can't actually fall in Shinobi. We can always discard it to Inti if there's nothing more interesting to do there. So, do I have any double colored cards on 2? I don't. Doesn't really matter. Let's Mountain. Hopefully don't strip mine me, I guess. Ugh. I'm gonna play this Inti and it's gonna get countered and I'm gonna be really sad. But do. Oh, okay. Inti up. That's good. You have a removal spell for it? No. Okay. Oh my god, Caracas. Come on. We have a Mind Stone. Well, that's disgusting. Snapcaster, okay. Let's go to attacks. Well, I'll braid their Mind Stone, I suppose. While they can't sack it here. But this Karak is pretty disgusting. The fairy, okay. Fairy also annoying. I know our elves. Alright. Land. I don't have double red mana, or I could bolt the fairy twice. I could bolt it now and plan to do it again next turn. It's a plan that could easily backfire, but I need to do something with my time, so let's bolt the fairy and play Llanowar Elves. Stops them from using the minus, which is I guess something, I don't know. Yep. I'm drawing just like absolute garbage here. Let me play the Grove, I guess. I want to sack that sometime soon. See if they counter this. Honest Tideminder, huh? Okay. It's extremely annoying, in fact. What color would I rather keep up? I guess the blue is mostly counters, so that's not super helpful. This way. A frustrating game, I think. Swords the Brawler. Okay. Ah, boy. The Paragon. Okay. Fine. I drew another forest. Yeah, I'm good here. Drawing really badly. Playing is blue-eyed control. Blue-eyed control with some creatures. The creature removal is not that bad. Kutsil seems like it might be kind of insane. But how much white can I get into the deck reasonably? Hallowed Fountain can replace an island. That's fetchable by Delta, so that's 2. If I play Plains, I can fetch it with Prismatic Vista. It's also legendary, which I guess is kind of a downside as well. On Revoker. Revoker's okay. Is there anything that looks particularly bad against them? Think so. Let's not worry about this plan. I'll run it back and we'll hope for the best. Okay. Forgot I had a Mox in my deck. That's certainly helpful. No blue mana is a little bit annoying. So we're just leading on Proving Ground and hoping Broadside Bombardiers gets there. I mean, I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan a hand like this, but it could easily go very, very wrong. So having an island in this hand would have helped a lot. But of course, I'm only going to draw forests. Yep, that makes sense. This is probably going to get swords, then that's going to be the game. I can sack this ruby at some point, but I don't think I want to do it right now. There's nothing throw it at other than their face, and I don't think throwing away ruby for a shock to the face is especially good. Okay. Lightning bolt. Well, that's not really what we're looking for either. Attack. Library of Alexandria. Gross. Okay, Magata's fine. It's likely to get counterspelled, but what am I gonna not play it? I think around Mana Leak at least. Okay. They're probably gonna play a Plains and Wrath me, something like that. If Smogda gets to attack, I'll have blue mana, which would let me have mana leak. That would be cool, but I don't expect that to happen. Teferi, okay. Teferi doesn't look that bad. Okay. Raid. Raid is fine, I guess. Let's attack Teferi. House, second. Okay. That's still fine. Attack Teferi. Get a treasure. Bolt Teferi. It's gonna be tough to outrace the Library of Alexandria, but it's supposed to do. I only have a single plan right now. Probably getting mana leaked. I could just abrade the golem, but then the blade splicer still does stuff. Let's just mana leak it. Okay. Attack. Let's play hard evidence. Let's draw. Let's play Bombardiers. Post-combat. Classic. But gets in under any counter spells, which is nice. Obviously, this is vulnerable to a lot of things. Yeah, including that. All right. This was not a great deck. We went 1 and 2 with it. The games were pretty decisive, I think. It just didn't have quite the right tools. It wasn't fast enough to be a good aggro deck, and it wasn't powerful enough to stop the things our opponents were doing. So, yeah, I don't think the right pieces quite came together. I was kind of not sure where the deck was heading. It didn't have a clear plan, and that's what happens when you don't have one. So, a lesson for the future. An unfortunate conclusion to the draft, but you know, you live and you learn, so hopefully we can learn from this. I hope you enjoyed playing, enjoyed watching. I was playing, and it was still fun, despite losing. So if you did, consider hitting like, subscribe, all the YouTube buttons. They do help me out. I would appreciate it. But that'll do it for now. I'll see you in the next video.